Today we have confirmed 47 new cases of COVID-19. Of these, 9 were linked to previous cases and 5 were so far unlinked, and investigation and contact tracing is ongoing. A total of 33 cases were reported. Of these, 30 were returning Singapore residents who were infected overseas and brought the infection to Singapore. It is therefore important to further step up our travel advisory and restrictions to reduce the risk of importation of the infection. We are also planning for additional measures to maintain physical distance among our people, especially among the vulnerable, our seniors, in the global community, to further reduce the risk of local transmission.
The rise in the number of infected cases today and in recent days is a concern for all of us in the task force, and I'm sure it is also a big concern for many Singaporeans. As you have heard, most of these cases are imported ones, and the majority are Singaporeans and residents coming back from overseas. We've said this before. And fortunately, we have been able to pick them up early, some even right at the airport, some shortly after they come home and they see a doctor. And we know that these cases have not gone on to spread to other people. But we cannot afford to take further risk if the number of these imported cases continue to rise. And that's why we are imposing additional border controls and travel restrictions today. For outgoing travelers, we are raising the advisory from defer non-essential travel to defer all travel. For incoming travelers, we have introduced a tiered system of controls recently. At the highest risk level, we have countries like China, Republic of Korea, Italy, France, Germany, and Spain, where we already disallow short-term visitors from these countries. So that remains at the highest risk. At the next tier, we have countries like UK, Switzerland, Japan, and the ASEAN countries, and all visitors with recent travel history in these countries have to serve a 14-day self-isolation period in Singapore, a stay-home notice in Singapore. We will now broaden this requirement to all other countries in the world, which means that a Singaporean coming back from anywhere in the world effectively will have to serve a full 14-day self-isolation period. Even with these controls, we have to be mentally prepared for the number of imported cases to continue rising in the coming days. And that's simply because we already know that there are more Singaporeans wanting to come back to Singapore. At this time, there are students in Europe, in the US, there are people working overseas who are all wanting to come back during this particular critical period. And we have to expect, given the way the virus is transmitting overseas, that some of the returning Singaporeans will also be infected. So with all these measures in place, we have to be still mentally prepared that in the coming days, the number of cases will still go up. But at least with the new measures, we can ensure that all arrivals into Singapore will be required to self-isolate for a full 14 days, and we will enforce this requirement strictly. So even if there are more cases amongst the returnees, we can isolate them and treat them and minimize the risk of the virus transmitting more broadly to other Singaporeans. So that's our key objective. And with these measures, we hope we can limit the number of new imported cases and continue to slow down the spread of the virus in Singapore.